So one of my goals here in 2025 has been to reduce physical clutter. I've been selling a bunch of stuff that has just been sitting around. I sold my entire childhood baseball card collection because it just sat in a taped up box for 4 years since I left Illinois. I've been selling gadgets and gear that just sits around that I haven't used in months. But we also live in a time where a lot of people have digital clutter, so I've been unsubscribing from emails. I've been organizing my Apple Notes. I've been organizing files on my desktop. I know for myself, a lot of things can seem overwhelming if there's just clutter everywhere, whether it's physical clutter or digital clutter or mental clutter, another thing I'm trying to work on. So I'm just trying to get better about getting rid of things that I don't need, getting rid of things that just sit around, and making it easier to access the things that I do want to have. The other day I stumbled across this note-taking system called Forever Notes, and I implemented that into my Apple Notes. It's kind of like a hybrid folder system. Puts everything in a home note. Actually, let me show you. I actually have shortcuts to it on my lock screen. So the bottom left is the home note, and the bottom right is the daily note. So the home note has like a journal, and then hubs. So rather than putting everything in folders, you use different notes and hubs, they call it, and tags. So you can just go through all your tags and find notes. And I know you might be thinking like, oh, this is just kind of a basic feature of Apple Notes. But having it all organized like this and put into like a hub, like one central note, and then having that accessible on my phone, my iPad, my desktop, my laptop, it's been really cool. And I really like the journal aspect of it. You can go to today's note, so there's like a command bar on top where you can scroll through dates. You can go to the monthly overview. So like here's the month of January. Up at the top there, you can look at an overview of like your goals for the month of January. Everything is accessible from one place. Trying that out. So good. We have leftover pizza in the fridge right now, which that is breakfast for me. Oh yeah. Anybody else love cold pizza? Right out the box. So good. I'm also adopting and implementing kind of a version of the Para file structure for organizing files on a computer. I have it sort of in the Forever Notes home thing. You got projects, areas, resources, but I have it set up on my computer, projects, areas, resources, archive. And what you do with that kind of is projects are things that you're currently working on. Areas are like broader umbrella subjects that you need to have your files organized into. Resources would be anything like images, videos, notes, whatever types of files that you need to use. And an archive is stuff that you're not deleting. You don't really have a home for it. You don't really need it anymore right now. So you put that in the archive. I got it set up with these emojis. My learning style and organization style kind of shifts around depending on what the topic is. And emojis and images felt good for me for this. So I added emojis to give me like a visual representation of what goes where. Hopefully keep my digital life decluttered, and then still working on all this. Surprisingly, my desk looks the nicest it's looked in a while. And I still need to figure out what I'm going to do with my PC, and that is still a fire hazard. Well, today is a new day, and I don't mean that in some like inspiring way, like grab life by the horns, today's a new day. It's Wednesday. I just recorded a bunch of, like, a long clip, I thought, and it wasn't recording. So, basically all I did was turn on our string lights in our living room, because today is gloomy, and then I made the bed, and I missed all of it. Which I should have known that, because I have I have my screen set up to have a red border around it when I'm recording, so I can know that I'm recording. I should have known that I was not recording because the thing wasn't there. Anyway, plan for the day is I'm gonna go get a Diet Coke. Lately I've been a coffee in the morning person, but I want some fizz today, so happy Fizzy Wednesday. I don't have to go too far. Our apartment complex gym has a vending machine right outside of it, so I can just go grab a Diet Coke without having to leave our apartment complex, which is really nice. Don't gotta drive anywhere or nothing. Just gotta put on pants and walk over there. Then I'm gonna take a shower, meet up with Hannah for a coffee at some point today. She's at work, but today is my day off. Let's go get Diet Coke. So gloomy. Downtown Austin shots would be a vibe today for sure. Whoever put this here knew I was gonna live here someday. Perfect. I want to leave the house today, but I don't know what I want to do. There's supposed to be a Dutch Bros opening up right near here, but it's not open yet. I'd love to go to Dutch Bros. That could be a scene right there, right? Kind of look like a movie scene. Hey, it's a Thursday. Welcome in. Hope everything's going well with you. This is a moment that needs to be documented because you've had this plant for years.
Actually, it was in really good shape when we moved here.
It was. You have a picture of it.
It's not like full, and I just feel like I don't know what happened to it, but
It kind of just gave up.
today this fell off, but it's been losing leaves for years.
On your left. On your right.
Oh,
Did you...
it's peed.
Is that from your plant?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that is not from Murphy. Wherever you think it'll have a nice life.
It's just gonna decompose.
Perfect.
Rest in peace.
Did it have a name?
No. We need to toss out Carl too.
You mean Kevin?
Kevin. This was Carl. Carl was the first name that popped into my head, so.
This is Kevin. Or was Kevin. And we're watching Severance. Just me and my crock pot. Yeah. Alright, let's all go to bed.
Thank you, Mr. Spell.